And the third game between Subject to Change, represented by BoIt and Berserker, and Way Underdog, represented by GuiCoelho and Original Jester, is gonna be played on Ghost Lake, which should be yet again home map of the team Way Underdog. They are gonna be playing Thor and Poseidon as in the last game, and for the opponents, BoIt is gonna be switching into third dog, or rather god in here, not really dog. And it's gonna be Poseidon this time around, as Berserker is gonna be switching into something different as well, and it is gonna be Loki. I'm not really certain if they're maybe not playing random gods. Not really certain what they played. Definitely wouldn't put it above them. They could be playing that, which might be the reason for the different gods on basically all the maps, but at the same time, playing Poseidon and Loki, that's a good combination for a map like Ghost Lake. This game also is unfortunately not gonna be finished fully. I'm just gonna be telling you that right off the start, but you can then visit the full stream, as it was streamed from POV of Berserker on his Twitch channel, and I'm of course gonna be linking that below the video on YouTube. So that's that, but we're gonna be looking how actually far the game goes, and what are we gonna be seeing from the start, from the recorded game. Well, we are gonna be having what kind of variant of Ghost Lake with two goals, apparently one at the back, one at the front for Berserker. It's gonna be the same, or rather should be the same for all the players. This is slightly unfortunate for BoIt because it's even beyond the tower. That's usually what you don't want because it's kinda easily assailable by any kind of raiding or whatever. But there are so many gold mines on the other side, you can see. Can you see that? 3, 4, so many gold mines, and in the front. And that is kind of the same for the opponents as well, but they don't seem to be having all that many gold mines in here. So quite plenty of them for Original Jester with GuiCoelho. Otherwise, the gold seem to be nicely positioned for the teal player. They seem to be quite alright for him. And well, for his ally, for Coelho, one at the back is quite alright, while the front is pretty bad. The one in the front is definitely pretty bad at this point. That's wide open, the towers are nowhere near at all, and once he runs out of this one and he doesn't have another one secure, which is always gonna be a front one because there are not really any kind of back gold mines, just the one in here that is more or less Original Jesters, then he might be in pretty deep trouble. Okay, so otherwise we're probably gonna be looking, for example, at some relics. One here is gonna be Head of Orpheus, which is for better building line of sight. It's actually a very nice one. Then on the ice it's gonna be Tail of Kerberos. Okay, fast recharge time for myth unit special attacks, as one of the Caribous is gonna be defecting from the bottom side. He's gonna be coming for the lure to replenish the sources for a BoIt. And another one of the relics is gonna be in the middle scales of the what? Scales of a Catoblepas. No idea what that is, but that is better myth unit crush armor. Yeah, nothing really all that huge. And last relic is gonna be on the right side, and it's gonna be the monkey head on the other side, which is of course for the trio of helpful monkeys, which is definitely gonna be helping in the early game if there's gonna be any kind of raid, which we definitely do expect. Otherwise, TCs seem to be positioned quite alright at the back. One back TC apiece for BoIt and Berserker. The front ones are reasonably okay, even though the one on the right side is slightly better for BoIt because the Berserkers doesn't really do all that much. It kind of halfway covers this gold, but otherwise nothing all that huge. Nothing all that huge. And in that regard, this TC for Coelho is much more important because it gives some kind of idea about this gold as well. But much more importantly, it does give some kind of map control. Better map control into the middle of the map, and especially with this tree line, this is kind of funny. You can see the line in there. It's right now turning around the TC. It's actually a really good defense. Actually a really good defense in here. That's gonna be helping them in the game. Of course, back TCs as well for both Jester and Coelho, as the front for Jester at the same time is kinda weird. Slightly weirder than actually what BoIt is having. BoIt is actually very nice. Very nice indeed. Gives some kind of idea on the gold, and much more importantly is basically some kind of natural extension of his home base into the front, into the battlefield. So that's very nice, and Original Jesters is not bad either, but could have been slightly better because this little hill in here is kinda sucky. And if the TC was slightly more to the left, it would have been slightly better, but still not really all that bad, and it will serve its purpose, I'm thinking. We are at 3 minutes and a half, so we should be expecting players to advance into the next ages. BoIt is already halfway in there. Halfway in there. Oh! It's scratch that, he actually didn't go for temple fast enough. So he's gonna be having plenty of food already. But the temple is still not being built, so you can see even BoIt is making mistakes. Yeah, he could have been already advancing right now at 352. But sending already second villager to the temple. He literally forgot about the temple right there. But of course, this like Berserker is probably gonna be helping him enough. Yeah, he's already halfway through 4 city. So that's quite fine for him. As original Jester is coming through Hermes. It's gonna be 5-minute advance, and GuiCoelho is already right now clicking into Freya as well. But still the fastest advance is gonna be coming from Berserker. As the wall is already finished on the left side at a pretty crucial moment, and with the wall in there, and if he is gonna be probably continuing even like here through the straggler or something, he could be basically securing this gold mine altogether. And even maybe this front gold mine as well. Basically, if he can produce a wall about here and there, which is a very long one indeed, it might be working for him quite fine. I really do expect so. And yeah, yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, so we're thinking ahead, or rather the same and alike with GuiCoelho. This definitely makes sense for him. He will want to somehow protect himself, because of course his opponent is already gonna be on top of him with one of the relics, which is the most useless one. He is having the one for the better myth unit crush armor. Not really going to be doing anything all that huge. As on the right, original Jester walling himself as well against against BoIt. BoIt is on the right side, advancing at 513 about half a minute later than he initially could have if he didn't forget about the temple. But yeah, the middle walling is still kind of missing, and it's always gonna be difficult, as apparently Berserker is already on top of him. Maybe even gonna be giving him the relic. Because kinda, why not? It's not really gonna be any kind of difference at all for him, and kinda just basically waiting if Berserker is gonna be getting lucky with some kind of myth spawn, because that myth spawn could be an issue for him. It definitely could be. And yep, here we go with the record game ended, unfortunately, as the game lagged out and they had to restore. But you can watch the remainder of the game on Berserker stream, AOL_Berserker, and I'm gonna be of course supplying the link below the video on YouTube in the description. You can also go there right off if you wish. It's AOL_Berserker on Twitch, and you can find it. It's a stream from 3rd March. It was played on Saturday. Otherwise though, of course, I'm gonna be continuing with more games here. So in the meantime, we might just as well check what's gonna happen in the post game. So far, we can see that BoIt having quite a good economy for himself, because he kinda handicapped himself at the start through the advance time. And Berserker, well, kinda close by in there, but overall, the game seems to be starting into something very interesting. So definitely recommend watching the rest of it on Berserker stream. You can see even quite a good economy for Jester in here. Quite a good economy indeed. Well, I guess GG in the future.